looks pretty good. I feel like the zoom is like right in my face. I don't know if I like this. I don't know if I like it. Let's see. Okay. Let's get rid of this. Oh, this I can definitely close out like this. Nothing's available on over it. I can leave that open. This I can leave. Oh, snap. I need to go to my channel. What can I use? Right, my channel. So I can see what it looks like on my channel. All right, now let me come back over here. Simply Deep 1985. What's up? I feel like I'm getting a little bit of blur. Help me out, Simply. Is it blurring on your end? Because when I look at it on my channel, it's blurred. But not when I look at it on my, not when I look at it on the screen for my live stream itself. Oh, let me save this. So this is. Yeah, I'm getting all kinds of blur on my screen. But now when I look at it over here on the where I go live from, I'm HD crystal clear. And I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. What's up, Lightbearer? Are you getting a little bit of blurriness on the stream? Let me know yes or no. Lightbearer, where you at, girl? You're clear? All right, so Simply Deep, check your thing. I'm gonna check when I go, because like I say, there, you know, when you go live, there's a screen that it gives me. It's black with my video in it. That's beautiful, crystal clear. But like as if I'm looking in the mirror. Then when I go over to my channel, the Jedi, as if I'm not me and I'm a view. Let me refresh. Refresh. Simply Deep, refresh. Because I just refreshed and it's clear, it's crystal clear. So just refresh your page. What? I didn't mean to ask that difficult. What question? Simply Deep, what question are you talking about? Just refresh it and it shows. Great. Oh, when you asked what the topic was? Is that what you was talking about? Okay. Yeah, because every time I refresh mine, it goes clear and then it goes blurry. Like I can't. Now it's clear. Now it went hazy for me. Anyways, I'm not going to be on here this long, you guys, but I really need your feedback in this stream, because the whole reason why I'm doing this is because, as I told you guys, after I ended the campaign, the GoFundMe campaign for my car, people have been continuing to donate, and I've been deeply honored. And why am I looking there instead of right at you? Anyway, so one of the things I did was I got a new web camera. And this is what it looks like. So I need y'all to let me know, do you think this is better than our previous live streams, or you don't know, or what? And also, you guys, I've been in the sun a lot for the last few days. I'm gonna tell you what that's all about. So I'm darker than the Jedi would normally be, but I'm mad about that. But I need to know what you guys think the quality is, because what I also did with these kind, generous donations that people are putting on the GoFundMe, remember I've been telling you guys I have a bullshit ass internet connection. That, cross fingers and pray, that should change on Tuesday. I already made the appointment for the folks to come out. The boy's supposed to be at like 100 megs or something. That coupled with this, I'm hoping that that other live stream that I very first ever did with my broadcast software that allows me to show you pictures and videos and all this stuff and be interactive, I'm hoping that that is going to work. So, and I won't know, and then I will watch, once I see this back, then I will compare it to other videos, other live stream videos, to see, you know, what the situation is. Also, the Jedi has shaven. I was turning into a little bit of the Moses the Lawgiver, which I do like, but I'm just not ready to commit to it just yet because it's a lot of work. I can't. Anyway, I was saying that, like, I've been in the sun a lot, you guys, over the last few days. That's because some time back I met an African brother from Nigeria. And it's everything to me. I've been stalking this brother. Do you understand me? By the way, how's the sound, everybody? How's the sound? Can you hear me okay? I'll continue to talk. Khalifa of the Most High, I greet you, my brother. Okay, fantastic. Okay. Anyway, I've been stalking this brother. I guess probably a couple months ago is when I first met him. He invited me to go to church with him. I didn't show. Not because I didn't want to go. In fact, I was eager to go because he said it was an African, you know, it's a Christian church, but it's Africans, you know, continental Africans. So I was really eager to go, and I was going to go in full regalia and have my Bibles with me and my Quran and all of that. I didn't end up going, but I've been stalking him. And one of the things he does, I guess, I don't know what else he does. It's this outdoor kiosk where they're promoting these products, and it's literally outdoors, and they just have like an easy up. So when I go over to spend time with him, I'm in the blazing sun, homie. The blazing sun. But I'm not mad about that because I'm an African and I'm a man of the sun. You understand what I'm telling you? Anyway, but your boy is darker. But I am stalking this brother because it is everything for me to just drink in the sound of his voice, to smell his essence. Like I'm listening and looking and sniffing for me. You know what I mean? Like he's it. He is the it. He is me. But for the crime, he is my authentic self. So I stalk this brother. I take him food. I take him cold drinks. I do everything. And we've had great conversation. And one of the things that I want to do is he doesn't work weekends. So inshallah, I will see him next week. I have his home phone number, but I just haven't mustered up the courage to call. Plus, I don't want to seem like a stalker, although I am a stalker. But I'm trying to ingrace myself to him first, and then inshallah, I would like to be able to have him to let me record our conversation so you could see him. His name is Amos. And so that you could see him and just see our interaction. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And we've had great conversation, and he gets it, you know. He's Christian, but when I launch into my diatribes about Christianity, there's no anger, there's no contest. In fact, there's questions even, you know. So it's beautiful. Although I try to lay off that as much as I can, but I don't do it on purpose. It's just, y'all know me, whatever comes out of me, it's just what comes out of me. Whatever's on my soul is coming out. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and that's it. I can't be edited. I can't. So, God willing, I'm going to get an interview, or, you know, like be able to record one of our sessions together. And eventually I'd even like to invite him to my home for like a sit down, and maybe he brings some family members or some more Africans, etc., etc. But I let it be known when I first started getting to know him that, look, I'm trying to develop a friendship with you. You're me. You're my authentic self. And it is a privilege and an honor just to be around you. And so I hope that you don't mind that, but I want you to know my intention up front. Like, I really am trying to establish, I don't want an acquaintance with you. I would like a lifelong friendship with you that begins now, you know? So he really gets it, and I appreciate it, man. Like the other day we were talking about resources, and how he was telling about all about how Nigeria, how they have oil, but how Exxon and all the other companies that he was naming, you know, they play games with the gas prices, and they give them a raw deal on it. It's all stuff I already know, but just to hear him echoing what I read and watched and know, here he is telling it to me in a Nigerian accent, and he's from Nigeria. I could faint telling you. It's beautiful. But that's why in my video that I did about wanting to go back to Africa, I said to you guys, start getting to know some Africans, seek them out wherever you live. He's not the only one, but he's the only one that I've mustered up the courage to just say, here's what I'm trying to do. Will you be my friend? You know, let me shout some people out. I shouted out Simply Deep 1985. Light Bearer, appreciate you, fam. Khalifa of the Most High, greetings to you, brother. Assalamu alaikum. And then LC, shout out to you. And I think that's everybody, right? Yeah, that's everybody. Late across the country, so I wasn't expecting like, you know, a gazillion people to come into the room. And like I say, I really got on because I wanted to see what the quality of this new camera is, to also tell you guys that I'm going to be getting, and to thank the people that have been donating to the GoFundMe. I love you guys, because like I said, I was just raising for the car, but people kept going on, and I'm like, okay, fine. And then I'll say it here in the live stream, but then Akibal on Violet, I don't even know how I found out. I don't know. Something made me go check the GoFundMe, and it was over at 800. And then, because she had donated $300, and it took the air out of me. I couldn't breathe. I literally couldn't breathe. I couldn't breathe, you understand me? I couldn't breathe because just the magnitude of the kindness. You understand what I'm saying? It's not about the amount. It's just that I come from an humble place in my life, you guys. And so I've always been a grateful man, and you could give me a penny, and I'm so grateful. Like I tell you guys all the time, like I'm that dude that if I see a penny, I never pass it up. I pick up the penny, I go, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar, and I put that penny in my pocket as if it was $100 bill. Anyway, I'm getting off. So I call. So in her comments, she left her phone number saying, you're welcome to call me anytime. I could not wait. It was late when I saw it. I didn't care what time it was across the country. I wasn't sure where she was. I just hoped that she wasn't going to answer the phone. I called and left a message. Thank God she didn't answer. And then the next day I called her and we spoke for a very long time, and it was beautiful. But while we were on, I was like, hopefully you got the message that I sent you and the voicemail, and thank you so much. And And then she says, she said, did you check it? And I just thought that like she didn't hear earlier, like, this is why I'm calling you. Like, yeah, I checked it. But that wasn't what she was saying. Did you check it? Yeah, I checked it. Like, that's why I'm just saying thanks, She goes, no, did you check it like today? And I go, no. So she goes, you should check it. Let me get some tissue, you guys. Oh. Anyway, I don't apologize for my tears ever. You never hear, I'm sorry. I never do that. I don't care. It's the intention behind it. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's the intention. It's the intention. It's not ever what you do in life. It's the intention. It's the intention. That's why you hear me preach in my videos. Like, we don't forgive. We're not about that love and forgiveness, and we're not forgiving, and I'm over it, and I said it, damn it. But I also say to you that when somebody makes a mistake and it's something they do that's not intentional, we absolutely rush to forgive because it's about the intention. You understand what I'm saying? It's the intention. It's the intention. So that's what it was about for me. That's what this emotion is about. It's not about the dollar amount. It's about the intention. It's about the intention. It's the place that it came from. That you thought enough of me as a human being that you wanted to do anything for me. If it was a white quarter, as my grandmother used to say, that's what matters to me. That's what matters. I gotta stop crying in these damn live streams, though. Damn it. This is not Oprah. Anyway, so part of why what this live stream is supposed to be about is to say thank you. And to let you guys know that, or to give an update and say, well, look, I'm taking those funds and I've got a new webcam now, and I have a new internet connection coming next week, inshallah. I'm going to have, it's supposed to be like over 100 megs or something ridiculous. And I'm going to use that to just up my ability to live stream, because if you guys, as I said earlier, for people that maybe weren't on in the room yet, the very, very first time that I started trying to live stream, in this recent time, I was doing it with my broadcast software, which that's why you see the crawl that says Jedi Live around the world and blah, 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 blah. That was all set up for that. So when I do even my articles and stuff, and you see that, that's through that software. But I could do that through my live streams through that, and then I'll be able to switch scenes. I can play videos, I can do split screens, I can do articles, I can do everything. And that's the quality of live stream that I really want to have for us, that just like, wow, you know what I mean? Just the utmost. So I wanted to come on and see where this was, as far as, like, to me, it looks way clearer than my other one. Like, I hate it almost, because I tell you guys, I'm very insecure about the way I look anyway. Like, I'm always saying I'm a model and all that stuff. It's just, that's just being stupid. I promise you, I don't think that at all. Not at all. And I miss my cute days, because now when I look back when I was, you know, younger, I go, damn, I was good looking. But I've never been vain, and I wasn't even judging myself in that way. So it's just like, it's one of those things that pops up at you when you look back at old pictures of yourself. But anyway, so this, I don't like this. It seems like it's too close, and it's too HD. Like, I don't like this. We're going back to the old camera. I said it. Damn it. I'm over it. Let me see what some of you guys are saying, you guys. As I accidentally click my mouse. Oh, Lightbearer, you said the question about what's your definition or naming random examples of a compromising situation in general, especially with a woman, not your compromising situation though. What? I'm not sure what you're saying. Simply Deep. I'll make it easy so you don't have to do a lot of typing, right? Because I want you to get carpal tunnel. Are you asking me what is a compromising situation when a man and a woman are in company together? Is that what you're asking me? Okay, let me come back to you, because I see some short. When you do right by others, you will always be blessed. Thank you, Elsie. That's so true. And I promise you guys, I don't need to tout my own horn, but I self-evaluate my own life, and I'm honest with myself. I promise you, I can look back on my life and current. I know I'm a good man and a good soul and the best friend you could ever have. I promise you that. I promise you that. Lightbearer says, it's wonderful when we lift each other up, indeed, and strengthen numbers. And you're greeting back to me, Khalifa. Khalifa, we got to get on a Skype, man. Listen, I had my Skype on earlier today. I had it on yesterday. Okay, it's due, but I'm just saying, like, I'm doing it. Like, I'm trying to have my Skype on so you can always just ring in. Like, you see me on that green check, holler at your boy. I'm desperate to speak with you, desperate. LC says the stream is the stream is good quality. Lightbearer says I should interview Amos. Yeah, that's essentially what I'll probably end up doing. Just make it an interview, and I think that'll be helpful to present to you guys, because like we've had a lot of conversation already. So that'll be indulgent for me to not just take me out of it and then just start like fresh and new, like, you know, and then you will get more out of that by me doing that. So that's a fantastic idea. Okay, everybody's saying the stream is good. Okay, to your question, Simply Deep, you got another name I can call you? Because we know that ain't what your mama named you. So give me something else that I feel more, that touches, that connects our souls a little bit more. Simply Deep, I can't. Is there something else? And Lightbearer, we both Pisces. Recognize. Okay, Sam. Well, I'm glad you said it, because I can't really see your picture. Like, I can't see it. I can't even. Oh, knocking stuff over. God damn it, I'm over. Sam, are you an African? Are you African American? Type. Okay, what's this picture? I mean, it looked like what's the dude that died in a car wreck? James Dean or something. I can't really see your picture. I can't. Because, you know, we only Africans over here on this channel and on these streams, right? Oh, that's a picture of Prince. Okay. All right, fine. I can't see it. And it's black and white, I think. Whatever. Anyway, my answer to you is LC. I can't with me. I still didn't go to the dentist, y'all, either. Damn it. Anyways, I'll get there. Anyway, a compromising situation is, in fact, I'm glad you asked me this because something I just seen in the last day. It was the perfect example. Inshallah, it'll come to me. Here is the universal answer for that. You see, this is why I always tell you Islam is perfection, because it's from God, and God is perfect. So he's mapped out everything for you from birth to death, from day to night, and everything in between. And this is no different. This is why in Islam, you cannot have men and women alone, unchaperoned. You don't. Because that's the devil's playground, and he's going to come in. Oh, it was Queen, goddammit, Sugar. Allahu Akbar. That's what I was watching. I was watching Queen Sugar, and now you have Nova and Remy are canoodling. Huh? Oh, they're canoodling. You see? Because there they were out on the pier, and they were on the boat, and he's going to have her down to the boat, and they went out on the lake, and they're going to go fishing, and it's all very canoodle. And then they're on the thing, and they're drinking beer, which that's why Muslims don't drink. I'm telling you, it's perfection, dude. We don't have problems. We just don't have a lot of problems. We're not impervious and we're not inhuman, but I'm just telling you, like, a lot of this stuff, that a lot of 90% of the shit that other people deal with, it could go away if you would understand. So when you have a compromising situation, it's because you've disobeyed. You've disobeyed what Allah has ordained. There can't be a compromising situation if that man and that woman are single or either married or whatever, but they're not together and they're not related. There can never be a compromising situation if there's a chaperone there. You see? I just got to represent what I know. You know? What'd you say? Nova and Remy should not hook up. Not a good couple. I like it in a way, but I know where I know the place that you're coming from. Wait, let me see, Khalifa. I have a video I want to send to you. In the Atlanta area, a white devil pulls a gun on cops while running from them. They tackled him to the ground and took the gun. I'm over it. Oh my God, I can't. I'm gonna come back to that because I'm gonna get worked up. But so, what'd you say? I would give you my example, but they're too unrealistic and can only be seen on TV. Oh, it's talking about Remy and Nova. In a way, I kind of like it because it says to brown girls, which they know this already, but again, you have to see, if you're going to have TV and shit, then reinforce some of our shit too. You feel me? So it says to brown girls that you can look like Nova, who is beautiful. Like my first, and when I was 12 years old and in puberty, like the first, in fact, I thought about this when I was watching, damn it, Queen Sugar, this episode we're talking about. Man, but I love Nova because the first girl that gave me, we adults in here, that gave me friction. We're going to use that word. That gave me friction was a young woman, a young lady by the name of Khadija Mohassin Uqta. I'm going to need a moment, y'all. I'm just going to need a moment. I'm just going to need, in fact, I'm going to need a goddamn peach propel. Ah, damn it. Ah. We just have to cool down a little bit. We just have to cool down. I can't. But Khadijah was that color, and she was divine. She was divine, and I think she's probably one of the most beautiful females I've ever seen in my life, even to this day, you know. But I thought about that. But I thought about her with Nova, because Khadijah was that color. And but it says to brown girls, when they're going through all this hype of, you know, light-skinned dudes, light-skinned dudes, light-skinned dudes, it says to brown girls, you can get that light-skinned dude too. Because Remy's a very attractive dude. Like and in that episode, he looked really amazing. Like, you know, out on the boat, and he had the muscles going on, and I'm like, here they go. But again, that also speaks to what I'm telling you. He was out there looking so inviting to the opposite sex. You see what I'm saying? So of course that's going to happen. There's going to be canoodling, and it's going to, you can't have that. You can't have that. You can't have that. So that's why you don't have men and women together unchaperoned. If it's not your mama, your sister, your niece, your auntie, or something like that, you should be alone with them. And you don't get into compromising situations. You know, I can testify, like, I'm a single man. Like, I desperately want to be married, you know. And there's a lot of times when I feel frustrated, and I just feel like, fuck it, I'm going out there and find me a woman. Like, I don't give a damn. And you know, Allah knows the extension of my heart, and maybe it'll just work out, but I can't go to hellfire at the end of this life. I just can't, for being disobedient to the Creator. So, you know, you have that battle. You do. You do. You do. You know, and I've told you guys even about my friend Charlotte. I'm there at her beck and call, but that is for the sake of helping her in any way that I can help her. Like, I can't, I have to watch what I'm doing, you know, and guard against evil, so to speak, you know. But you can do it. It can be done. And like I say, it's just set up in the society that you're supposed to have that going on. You know, it makes me sick. But Khalifa, you could send me that video. You could cut and paste the link, and you could send it to me on Skype. You just go to the Skype, like, you leave it a message and leave the damn video. Yeah, LC, this is your life. You do not understand. This is your life in a bottle. You will see Christ. Do you understand me? So I'm saying, I say me. He had called me. Thumbs up, Khalifa. I do, Light Bearer. I do, but you know, and man, it's not tooting my horns, just telling the truth. Like, you ask me what nationality I tell them I'm African. Like, that's just the truth. That's not bragging. That's not, you know, anything. I'm a good man, and I am the perfect fucking husband. Do you understand? Because I told you I had that chapter in my life. Like, okay, growing up Muslim, then from probably about 17 to 23, 4 or something, I wasn't living what we call the deen, like living the way of Islam. Always moral centered and all that stuff, not like none of that stuff, but just not practicing the religion. And during that time, you know, that's when I had to kind of sow my oats a little bit, but I was never a whore. If I had sex with you, you was my woman. Like, I never hit and quit. I never did. I never did. Wallahi, I never did. Wallahi, wallahi, wallahi. I never did. And so I'm a one woman man. Like, I don't have a roaming eye. I'm not into that. If I choose you, then I want to be with you. That's it. Like, I don't need anything else. I've never been a cheater. But I say that to say that during that chapter, you know, the females that I dated, one of which became my fiance, that's a whole nother disaster. I'm over it. I'm a complete man. Like, I'm a complete man. My head is right. My soul is right. My intentions are always pure. I'm domestic. I'll only cook from scratch. Do you understand? I don't. You're not gonna find frozen shit in my refrigerator. It's not gonna. Well, there might be some frozen vegetables, like because every once and again I buy frozen stir-fried vegetables, but I do them up with my own voodoo and everything like that. But that's about it. You know, like tomorrow I have planned to make my buttermilk cornbread. It's from scratch. You know, macaroni and cheese I'm making from scratch tomorrow, and things. Just anything you could name, I can cook it, and I'm an excellent cook. I clean to a fault. Some people walk into my house and think it's a museum. They don't know if they should sit or stand. Do you understand? I can, but not just keep house. I'm also I can put up a fireplace. I can put up drywall. I can do roofing. You understand what I'm saying? I'm a domesticated dude. Like, I'm not a mechanic, but if something's wrong with your car, I could probably get you going, or at least diagnose the bitch, and so you could go get it fixed. My heart is pure, and when it comes to love making, I'm not interested in my own. I'm only interested in pleasing that woman. That's it. If she good, I'm gonna be good. Period. Period. I'm not trying to get mine. I let her get hers. Let her get hers, and then I get mine. You see, just a little bit. But I'm an easy, and I'm funny. I love to be silly, but I got that balance of silly and mature and serious. I love to laugh. I'm spontaneous. I'm not set in my ways. I'm not uptight. I mean, damn, I'm the catch of the fucking century. Do you understand me? I'm getting worked up. Nah, Khalifa, that was strictly platonic. Strictly platonic. And again, I don't think we wouldn't have had the friendship that we had I been a heat seeker, a heat-seeking missile. You feel me? I mean, and I used to sleep in bed with her. Like, I had my own room, but sometimes she's, sweetie, come in here. Let's watch a movie. You know, it might be something she's in, or something that somebody she knows is in, or just might be something we both like. And she'd be in her underwear and her panties, and I'm in my Calvin Kleins, and we chilling. It's just the way that God moved the energy, you know. She was my sister. She was my sister. I would look out for her, I'd protect her, I would do anything for her, you know. And I didn't come to her like I can say I was over the celebrity part of it. I'm looking for my mouse, y'all. It's right here on my damn knee. I'm over it. I was over the celebrity stuff in like the first 2 weeks, you know. And it's also her energy. You know, it was both our energy. If that energy had been there, then maybe. It just wasn't there. I was just like floored when I saw her, because like everybody I knew had a picture of her, you know. I had pictures of Vanity. But you don't think you're going to meet her? And then when she fucking looked just like that, you're like, you're Vanity. You know? So no, it was strictly platonic. Yeah, LC, only from scratch, homie. That's it. Like, because all my folks was from the South. My father was from the South. My grandmama was from the South. And even my nephew, y'all see my nephew. My nephew, like when he, I don't know if my sister's really on him about the cooking at home. But when he comes to my crib, that nigga is in the kitchen. Understand? Like, I'm not playing games. Like, get your shit. You see? In fact, the last summer when he came to visit me, I found out that he knew how to use a potato peeler. That was quite disturbing. But a teachable moment, you see. I'd rather him not know it at 16 than the nigga is 26 and you don't know how to use a potato peeler. I'm over it. Because I've drilled into his head, your woman is not supposed to be your damn maid and foot servant. Fuck all of that. You understand? You're supposed to be catering to your woman at all times. At all times. At all times. That means you got to be able to cook and clean and do everything. And laundry to a fault. You got to be able to do it all. Just as good or better than she can. Period. We demand that. We demand that because your uncle is that. Who's going to win the lottery once they meet me? She ain't going to win the lottery because she can't play lottery because we can't gamble. We can't play games of chance. Uh, Nona. Okay, I have a serious question. Why do you think Saudi Arabia sponsors terrorism? All of the purported 9/11 hijackers were Saudi, along with the UAE when they are supposedly strict Islamic nations. Nona, I sense the low-key shade in that question. And I would love if you had a picture, because that also is a question that's generally asked by white people, and we're only doing black people on this channel. But I'll allow you an answer at least this one time, since I don't really know your identity, and tell you this. First of all, you need to go and watch my video, my exquisite video that I did about the attacks of 9/11. And you will realize that that was not 19 Saudi people. Had nothing to do with Saudi Arabia. The people that carried out 9/11 were right here at home. It was your government and your military. That's who carried out 9/11. So, and they don't sponsor terrorism. That's a statement by a white person, that they sponsor terrorism. That's like, what is that? The biggest terrorist on the earth is the white man. Who's sponsoring him, I ask you? You see what I'm saying? So let us put down this erroneous, uneducated garbage. My greatest response to you would be to go and learn, because there are many lies, including 9/11, that have been sold and are being sold to the American people. And so Saudi Arabia is not sponsoring terrorism, you see. And in fact, they are the least violent country, because they want Saudi Arabia to attack Iran, and they won't do it. They're not attacking anybody. They have a very impressive army. Very impressive. Name me the last time you heard that Saudi Arabia was attacking anybody. I'd like to hear that. I'd like to wait. Because, see, to say they're sponsoring terrorists means that they just this little band of, like, people, and they don't have these resources. Saudi Arabia is worth more money in just one of their damn castles than the entire fucking country. You have the dynasties there. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you look at the Kaaba in Mecca, you see the marble. I mean, the whole thing is marble. Marble is not inexpensive. It's very I could just go on. But what I'm trying to communicate to you is Saudi Arabia is not sponsoring any terrorists. They're not doing it. They're not doing it. I wish somebody was sponsoring terrorists, because America does need a punch in the nose, and they've not had it. You see, every conflict that they've had has been them starting shit with somebody and attacking and aggressing on somebody. They've never been attacked, and I look for the day when it happens, so I rejoice and be glad. That is your answer. I was at sea, and my eyes open to truth of us. Is that eyes? I think that's eyes. Listen, they didn't kill Osama bin Laden. Another news flash. God bless Obama, but you must remember, and it kills when our people are trying to lob stuff onto Obama when you have this eternal white devil behind him. Remember, this is still their fucking country. We didn't just take over when Obama got a fucking raise his hand and took the oath. Give me a break. All right, we need to, we have to stay in reality. But more than that, we have to stay above the fray and look down on this society as a third-party observer. So they didn't kill Osama bin Laden. If you go back, and there's a video online on YouTube by Benazir Bhutto. Remember, she had been elected. She had been in exile, and she came out and was elected as president of Pakistan, I think it was. Pakistan. Benazir Bhutto, beautiful woman. Remember, she was riding up out the roof of the car, and there was an attack, and it was all scandal. Nah, that was a hit on her. But there's an interview that she gave, and it went right by, like as if you just saw, like as if a fucking hurricane went by, and nobody said anything. Like you didn't see that. You didn't see that. Like, you feel me? So it was that. Like she was like, when they killed Osama bin Laden and the so and so, and they just went on. Like the video was all over the place. People were like, "Are you fucking serious?" She just said, like Osama had been dead. Remember, he had a kidney issue. You see, he was dialysis and all of it. So even when Obama got on TV talking about, we've captured and killed Osama, I was like, really, Obama? Like, what threat do they have? Is Michelle in the closet, like with a knife, with a machete around? She must be in the closet with a machete up on her. It's Malia. It's Malia. It's Malia. It's Malia. I always knew. I always knew. But I'm just saying, like, you know, he is beholden to this white devil. And like I said, when you get to that level of power in their society, you see the face of the devil. You see in HD, you see it. So they didn't kill Osama bin Laden. He'd already been dead. He'd been dead. He'd been dead. He wasn't killed by the US. But the white devils like to do this. Because how would it look if somebody else, if they ever admitted that he'd already been killed? Or no, she didn't say killed. She said when the death of Osama bin Laden. The death of Osama. See, words are important. Language matters. She didn't say when they killed. She said the death. After the death of Osama bin Laden. That's what she said. Because, you know, they would feel like some bullshit if somebody else got him. Because remember, when Bush came in, they were saying, well, Bush or Clinton could have got him, but he was busy in the Oval Office getting hit from Monica Lewinsky, as if that was the very moment they could have gotten him. You know, come on. I can't with these people. I can't with them. But they bitched about Clinton. And then when Bush was in and it was the weapons of mass destruction and, well, no mass destruction up on that table. You understand? So Obama comes along and, ooh, we'll say he got him. And then Obama knows about Islam. Remember his first speech that he gave after he was elected the first time. He went to Egypt or Syria. I can't remember which country he went to now. I should be shot for that. And he gave an address to the Muslim world. What's up, Terrence? What's up, homie? What's up, nigga? Nigga, what's it? Nigga, jump. Nigga, jump, nigga. I'm so stupid. I can't with me. Anyway, remember he gave an address to the Muslim world. And he was quoting Quran. He was talking about the call to prayer and all these things. I cite that because then you're going to say that you gave him an Islamic burial at sea. There's nothing in the Hadith or the Quran or in Sharia or Islamic law of burying somebody at fucking sea. You don't. So that was a lie. Yeah, Khalifa. Yeah, me too. It's like they go, so help me God. And then they take you to a room. You go, you see this? First of all, there's the devil just fucking seething in the fucking corner within like the fucking pile of flame. And then they show you a videotape of the Kennedy assassination from an angle that no one has ever seen. And they say, do you understand now? You see? Because we don't age like fucking white people. You saw how Obama turned into fucking the Crypt Keeper in like 5 minutes after he was elected. I'm over it. I can't. Oh, I didn't see you, LC. Good night. I'm so late, but night. If you see this later. That went past. I didn't see that. But yeah. And also never quote American media. You know, you have to go outside of this country and pursue media outside of this country to know what's really going on in this country. You see, like I was asking Amos the other day, you know, like what did you think of America before you came here? And he said, I thought it was perfect. He goes, everybody in Nigeria, they think it's perfect. You know, and it's not. You know, he recognizes that. You know, but they're very good at giving the brochure image of America to the rest of the world so that they think that it's the shiny city on the hill, and it's not. You know, my chat keeps going out. Okay, Nona, you said you're currently in Africa. Are you male or female? Nona. Nona, yeah. So I know what you say about their history. is true, but any country that is repeatedly allied with the West is also suspect. No, they're not. No, they're not, because the U.S. makes you be their fucking ally. Plus, you have to know about the founding of the oil in Saudi Arabia back in the whenever it was, before you and I were a sperm seed. The Saudis didn't even know what they had. You see? And at that time, when they would have U.S. people there, they have a section like, you be over there. Like, you're in your own city, keep your ass, do your shit. Like, you can't be in Saudi community, in Saudi society, because they are Muslim and they don't tolerate shit. So when the white devil goes there and they find oil, they gave them a shitty deal, you see, as they always do, and then they kept augmenting the deals, you know, over the decades and things like that. So that, and then when they signed the, I'm going to call it the OPEC deal, like they had all the oil producing nations to sign on with America that they would only trade their oil and their resources in American fucking dollar. This is when we were still on the gold standard, you must understand. Then Nixon comes into office and he goes, forget that whole gold standard thing. Forget that. We were just kidding. And then you had the Federal Reserve, which is not a federal branch of the government at all. It's a cabal of private banks that run the fucking country. Then the Federal Reserve comes into play, which Kennedy, one of the reasons why he was killed, because he was trying to get rid of the fucking Federal Reserve. Federal Reserve comes into play. And then all of a sudden, we're not on the gold standard anymore. Pissed off all the oil producing nations. But at that time, they had the arms race, so they were building up their fucking arsenal to say, we don't got no money, and you'll still use our fucking American dollar, or we'll fucking kick your ass. That's the white devil. You understand? To put it in terms that a 3-year-old could understand. So when he goes on TV and says we're going off the gold standard, everybody should have fucking bombed this bitch then, just for being a fucking liar. Remember, this is the white devil had over 400 treaties with the natives who were here and abrogated every single one of them. This is not a person you could believe a fucking word they say. I always say, if they have a pulse, they're lying. So now, and then when somebody else, now the world is up on game. It's sweet for the Saudis, you see, because they get a certain protection and there's a whole Israel component and but the rest of the world is coming up on game. This is why China is like, fuck you, and they play with their currency to piss off America, because it's about money. We went into Iraq for money. You understand? Saddam had started retrading his oil in euro. That's what made him a terrorist. He hadn't done anything to anybody. And he was a Muslim. So he started trading his oil in euro. Now he's a threat and a terrorist, and we have to go there. He was over their shit. And I have friends that were in the military, and their first order of business, when he was on TV still saying, we're going to do everything diplomatic and, you know, everything's on the table, but we're not going to war just yet, this, that, we were already fucking bombing the shit. And the first order of business was to reclaim the oil fields and start trading that fucking oil in American dollar, bitch. That's why we're in fucking Iraq. That's the reason why. It wasn't about any fucking weapon of mass destruction. I got one of those in my ass, do you understand, if you believe that? So that's first. Then you had Gaddafi in Libya, another Muslim, an African, and he was getting the African nations and some of the Arab nations to join now to start creating a currency called the dinar. That was going to shut America out, because remember, the white devil don't like to play the game with everybody else. He wants to come in, take the ball, and flatten the bitch. You see? So if everybody starts getting their currency, the people who actually have resources to back up their fucking currency, then America's got to just be a part of. They don't get to say our president is the leader of the free world and shit anymore. You understand what I'm saying? And they don't get to dictate. But the problem is that everybody else around the world is not a savage beast. So they haven't spent many generations building up armies and stockpiling nuclear weapons and shit. You see? Then you have this asshole, the asshole of the tail of Satan is fucking Israel, which does need to be bombed off the map. And they have a huge nuclear arsenal that's very hush. Nobody's supposed to know about it, but it's known about. You understand what I'm saying? So it's all this, and it all plays into the geopolitical goal of domination by this white devil. That's where it all ends. If they fucking die off tomorrow, we first give glory and thanks to and praise to Allah, and then we watch all of humanity go into peace overnight. Overnight, because you won't have any evil provocateur on the earth no more. The only evil provocateur on the earth fucking up everything for all of humanity, and this is not hyperbole and this is not drama, this is true, is this fucking white devil. They are the problem to all humanity on the earth. I proclaim. I proclaim. I was in the military too a long time ago when I was young, ignorant and dumb, just like they want us, yeah. You know, but because of social media and things like that, now people have the opportunity to wake up. There's an opportunity. That's why I always say I don't have any patience for willful ignorance. You know, if you don't know something just because you didn't know it, that's fine. But not knowing something because you didn't take the time to learn it, I can't. I have no tolerance for that because that's willful ignorance. And now in today's climate, we can know anything we want to know in the snap of a finger. Literally, if it's knowable, you can know it like that. I agree. And another thing people don't know is that apartheid Israel shared their nuclear knowledge with overt apartheid era South African white devils. The U.S. is also an apartheid society. Of course it's apartheid. It's slavery. It's not even apartheid. It's slavery still here. This is still slavery. This is slavery. All right. And, you know, I don't know if South Africa does have anything. It's kind of a mute issue in a way because they are only 6% of the population is the white devil in South Africa. And now with the land literally being snatched away from them, you know, they're going to have to start running and hiding, you know, like take your white ass, get your shit. Cure. Oh, you're talking to Nona. No, you're almost there, Khalifa. He was trying to go to a gold standard. He was going off of the American dollar, you see, and saying we're not doing this American dollar bullshit no more because it's not worth anything. And they only back it up by bullying. There's nothing that backs up the fucking American dollar. You see, nothing. And they're just trying to look impressive and shit, like as though I can't. That the U.S. biggest terrorist in the planet. Okay, I read that. So I know what you say about their history. It's true, but any country. Oh, I read that too. Yeah. So no. So I mean, listen, and we never do the false equivalent. Nobody is ever as guilty as this white devil and America, which is by default the white devil, and the white devil is America. Like it just is. They're synonymous. They're inseparable. So we never, ever, 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 ever equate anybody. I don't care what they've done. We don't ever equate their shit with this white devil. We can't, because there's no equal. They're just there isn't. And they're not necessarily an ally. They're a necessary person for the U.S. to help and assist and protect and all that kind of thing. Because remember, they have the oil growing out their ass. You understand what I'm telling you? So the white devil is going to lick their ass and do whatever, but he's not able to conquer them. You see, because they have their own language. You see, this is why you see bombing in the Middle East, which is an incorrect term geographically, but this is why you see them bombing the Middle East, bombing the Middle East, and there's no bombing in Africa. Because your Christian black asses lay down. Me and Amos were talking about this the other day. And I was reading to him that thing, you guys, that I brought you about King Leopold from Belgium, his letter to the Christian missionaries in the Congo. Oh, I had this brother's ear on fire. Yes, I did. I did that. Anyway, so that's why there's no bombing in Africa. because they just install puppets. You can't install puppets in Saudi Arabia. You can't install puppets in they did it with Karzai in Afghanistan after they fucking bombed the shit out of Afghanistan, but they couldn't get a puppet in there before that. And that's because none of the country was left when they fucking installed him. He was the head of Unical. I'm over it. Then the same in Iraq. You see what I'm saying? So when you see them bombing, that means they're not able to conquer those people. They're not able to conquer them. They're able to conquer them. You see? And what they're never going to do is conquer Muslim lands. They will forever fight. Like, it's the culture of fight back. That's why you see in Palestine, you see kids, like 4 or 5-year-old kids out there fucking throwing rocks at fucking soldiers and tanks. That's all they got, but they got that fight in them. Like, God damn it, all I got is a rock, but God damn it. I love that. They canceled Hugo Chavez, yes, because he wouldn't play ball. And also a little bit more information on Hugo Chavez. You know, when they exiled him, you know, they used the media they showed this fighting that had broken out, and they tried to say that it was Chavez's people that were attacking. Well, somebody in the newsroom got a fucking set of balls and released the real footage. By the way, the army that had moved in to protect the newly installed government, when they got word of this, they literally went in there handily and physically picked the motherfuckers up and said, "Get your bitch ass out." And they flew Chavez in. It was beautiful. Oh my God, it was beautiful. And those same people protected Chavez. It was glorious. And I tell you, I had wet dreams at night. It was so beautiful. I'm over it. And he shared the wealth of their country with the people, the oil revenues. He shared it with the people. Hugo Chavez, a great man. Viva, 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 Hugo Chavez. Khalifa. That's why they, that killed, took off the gold standard. They apologized for handing us over to the white devil during the transatlantic slave trade. Did I miss a previous comment, Khalifa? Did you hear about Ghana apologizing for slavery? It seems like I did hear something. I feel like I heard something, but I don't want to swear to it. I don't want to start lying. But, you know, and it wasn't their fault. But you see the intention. There we are back there. It's the intention. It's the intention. It's the intention. It's the intention. You know, and that's why back in 2011, they wrote into their constitution the right of abode for African people, descendants of slaves, to come back. They give you land. They give you all the shit. Oh, Nona says I guess she was in the military during peacetime and was stationed in Frankfurt, Germany. My brother was stationed in Frankfurt. So you're in the army. Fight to Africans from my experience. Why am I not seeing the full? Oh, there we go. They did a press conference 2 weeks ago. Wait, I feel like I missed something. All African Americans have joined the military and have been used to do missions in Africa of imperialism. So it keeps jumping, so I can understand if African ain't trying to deal. No, that's not entirely true. In fact, they really don't send a lot of us to Africa, is the truth. The cure, for reasons that should be obvious, because could you imagine they sending thousands of African American soldiers to Africa? You're going to have a physiological experience with that. And remember, we're not the type who can kill our own people. We're just not. We're just not. And it's harder for us to kill anybody than it is for this white devil. They'll kill anybody and sleep well at night. You see? So we just have to be careful. It's jumping. And, oh, man, I know I wasn't going to go this long, you guys. This was supposed to be a real live stream. They need, I may have missed something, you guys. So just, I'm trying to go back up, but it keeps jumping. Okay, I read about your college fund, Nona. And I was telling anybody, you know, it's even when Obama was president, I was like, if you're going to go to the military, go now. While it's like it's peacetime, take your bitch ass and get the shit, get the benefits and get out. It's not my country, 'tis of thee and all that. Just get in there, get what you can. Because anytime you get a free coin from this white devil, you do it. By any means. And don't have no guilt about the shit. Because they owe you that and then some. Then, okay, there's Khalifa's question about that. I saw that. No. You see anything imperialistic going on? Okay, that's not okay. No, not that American dollar. I'm gonna have to go to somebody else. Now I heard they were allow immigrants to come back if they join the military. Well, you know, Obama said that when that was part of his plan when he was in office. He was saying, you know, if they want to join the military and go to the end of the line and you know and you know apply correctly and stuff like that, that you know, but it wasn't going to be this savage thing. It was more of an inviting environment. That's bullshit that you know Trump is pulling off. And you know, even when Obama first ran his first campaign, that's why you heard him saying "Si se puede." You know, just giving that respect to the Latin voters. Okay, he wasn't fluent in Spanish, but that's acknowledgement, and Latinos latch onto that big time. Si se puede, you know, and he was, you know, and but his policies and stuff like that were they knew was going to be good for him. So, damn, soon I'm about to see something. Liberia, you're right. I'm not up on the dates, but absolutely. And Ghana was one of the first countries to declare its independence from this white devil. Yeah. But you know what, Khalifa, you guys, I'm not surprised because, like I said, there's been a growing outreach from the continent to us. Growing. Because again, social media has made it possible to demystify what the white devil has put in place for many generations. You know, they didn't want us to know them and them to know us. You know, and now. Well, before my other channel got shut down, I did a fantastic video about the Africa the white devil never shows you. So, but there's other videos. It wasn't just mine. There's a lot of videos out there that you can see that you can just put in the Africa, the America never shows you, or the white devil never shows you, anything you want to say. You put that in there, and you're going to see an Africa that you go, what? That's Africa? Suddenly you imagine yourself there now. It's not huts and fucking grass skirts and shit. Trust that is always going to be there in many parts of the continent because that's our heritage, that's our culture, and we don't just throw shit away when something new comes along. We keep those traditions. You understand what I'm saying? And so they have. So when you start seeing places that you like, that look like New York, that look like Chicago, that look like LA, you see, suddenly, ooh, Africa. But we've seen the numbers going up exponentially of the number of people that are moving there and the number of people that are visiting there. Seeing it, dude. Seeing it. Mother Africa is beckoning us to come home. beckoning us to come home. Beckoning us to come home. My husband is from Ghana. He is Ashanti and says, no, they never sold our people. No, they didn't. And remember, this white devil, the same way he sell you that Christianity came with a fake grin. He does everything with a fake grin. He comes like he's your friend and shit. Amos and I were talking about this just yesterday, or day before yesterday. And I think that's what, I think he's going to be having a conversation with me about religion pretty soon. Like, I just speak my truth, and when it comes up, I just have to mention what I know is true. I ain't gonna try and appease you and be nice just because of anything. Like, truth must just be present with me. But when I was talking about the fake grin, and I was like, and that's how they came with that's what led me to start reading him the thing on King Leopold. And I was like, yeah, this is how they got us with Christianity. They came with the fake grin. And he goes, I have noticed that the Christianity here is like, they do the same thing in Africa. I was like, yeah, when I see all Christian pastors from Africa, in Africa, they doing that same and all the loud bullshit and the drama, and it's giving me a headache. Just even, where's my goddamn propel? I can't. I'm getting worked up. Because they're importing the same bullshit. They're importing and exporting the same bullshit. It's the fake grin. It's the fake grin. No, damn it, our people didn't tell us. Damn it. I'll have to see that, Khalifa. I'll have to see it. For somebody to just say, they apologize. I mean, I have to take everything in context. I have to see who was saying it, what were they saying, what words they used, what they looked like when they were saying it. Do I believe them? I don't know. To speak on it now is just be speculation. That's anti-intellectual. To speak on something you have no knowledge about. Like, you just say, oh, I'll talk about it when I know it. Yeah, the tallest statue in the world is in Ghana. And it's a black man and a black woman and they baby, homie. It's the tallest statue in the fucking world. Fuck their Statue of Liberty. The bitch beats the fucking... Goddamn, the bitch broke a hip. I said it. What? No. You're a busybody. Listen, I'm going to give you a pass on this one right now, Nona. But on the next live stream, I promise you, if you don't have a picture and all this typing you're doing, which I appreciate all the interactiveness. I love when people are interactive on these live streams. But I have to give... what do you call that? I have to give precedence. Allah Akbar. I have to give precedence. People have pictures. You feel me? Like I'm seeing your questions and I love your conversation. I really do. But like I just can't talk to people I don't know and I can't see you. Like that's anti-human. I can't do that. I'm not built like that. I don't have that fabric. I don't have it. So get a picture up. It takes 2 seconds to do it. This is social media. It's 2018. There's no excuse to not have a damn picture unless you're with the CIA goddamn it. I'm over it. Like I say, I appreciate your conversation and you're dominating the room, but no fucking picture. I can't. Kai, damn you. Like I told Khalifa, damn it, Kai and Khalifa, I promise you, if we don't have a Skype session tomorrow, don't ever speak to me. You won't be able to because I will have a grenade on your house. It will happen. I've seen it happen. I'm not saying I would have anything to do with it. I mean, I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying I've seen where it has happened, though. Just by accident and stuff. Just you tell me. You tell me what time. You tell me, and I will be there. Khalifa, you're hearing this, so you start typing some times and let's get something together. No, I don't want avatars and cartoons and Picasso paintings, Nova or Nona. Listen, do you have a Facebook? Do you have a Facebook or a YouTube channel, something else where your picture is at? Because this is social media, not hide your face media. So I'm happy, even if you don't want to put it on here, if there's someplace else I could see you, I'm happy to go do that. You know, I need to have a connection with you. I'm the type of energy force that I have to be connected to people. I need to be connected. I can't. I don't text even. Do you understand? Like I call, like, what's up? How you doing? You feel me? Like I can't just, like I can't. That's just me. That's my energy. That's who I am. And damn it, I'm not changing. I don't need to. No, I don't want cartoons and Picasso paintings. You know, and you didn't even answer me. Are you male or female? Like I don't even know that. So I don't know how to, what gender to address you in. So I'm gonna be being disrespectful unintentionally, even trying to address you. What, Khalifa? Very nice to hear. And I had with you, my people. Good night, all. Khalifa, you didn't tell me what time. But my thing is moving. My chat is moving, Nona. And so a lot of stuff I won't see. You know, when I try and start rolling back up, it jumps, you know, so so I may have missed that. Khalifa, what time could you be available for a Skype tomorrow? Okay, Kai is saying noon. Is that Central, Eastern, or Pacific? Kai, is that Central, Eastern, or Pacific? Khalifa, are you still there? Because whatever time you say, that's what I promise you. I'm going to be here. Unless I croak and die in my sleep or something. You feel me? Okay, Central. Got you. Khalifa, are you there? You may have signed out. Whoa, it's us, Kai. I'll be there. You can just be organic. You know, if you end up hitting me first, that's cool. If I end up hitting you, whichever way, you can hit me up. That's fine. But I will be up and ready. Like I'm fine. Like the only thing I had on my schedule for tomorrow was laundry and a live stream. But that's all secondary. We're gonna get this done. Okay, I guess Khalifa already signed out then, so maybe we can get him. I pray we can, but because I know he's been wanting to dialogue for a long time, and I'm trying to make it happen, you know. So that's what we're gonna do. Nona said, check out my biz, Black Art Tees. Is that a .com? Is that a www? Is that on Facebook? Where's that at, Nona? You know the thing that frustrates me about this, Nona? Because anytime I've had to wrangle any of my women, like we don't have no ugly women. As African people, we just don't have any. We just don't have ugly women. And I have the best looking sisters you ever gonna lay your eyes on this damn channel. I just do. And so I know once you unveil, it's gonna be like another model. Like, why would you have been hiding to begin with? I'm over it, you know, and all of that. So tell me, is that it's Etsy? I don't even know what Etsy is. I'm an average looking older or seasoned sister. That don't matter. Listen, my YouTube grandmama is Miss Barbara Cole, and that is still a fine sister. Understand that. Recognize that. Get into it. Hey, T-Town, you late, sister? I probably got maybe 10 minutes, girl. Anything you want to ask? Anything you want to talk about? How's your boy? Because this was just supposed to be testing. This was supposed to be me testing out my new camera and thanking people that have been donating to the GoFundMe, because after we ended the campaign with the car, people were still saying they wanted to donate, and so I went ahead and left it up, and people were still donating. And so one of the things I did is I got this camera, and then now I'm gonna next week I'll have a fast internet connection, God willing, unless something they come and tell me it's not installable or some bullshit, because only problems know me. But so I just wanted to kind of give a little bit of an account and to say thank you, but also to test out this camera. I wasn't supposed to be on here for like maybe 10 or 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? But they started harassing me. So I'm saying they started harassing. So I'm saying they started harassing. Harassing. But yeah. If you the GoFundMe, the link, I don't know where, I can't put it in the chat here, T-Town. So you can go to the last video that I released. Just go to the last video that I released. It's it's about the black valedictorian whose white devil at school would let him make the valedictorian speech. And you'll see in the description box with the links, the GoFundMe link is there, but also the link to the Jedi channel and also to the Black Junction TV channel, which I need you to sign up over there too. But the GoFundMe link is in there. I don't think you can put it in this. I don't think, but I've seen people put links and stuff in. It's not going to work. Let me just try. It's not going to work. It'll work for anybody on the planet except for me. You feel me? Oh my God, it let me do it. Do you see it, T-Town? And that's not your name. I remember you was in on some of the Skype sessions we used to do on the old channel. I can't remember your name. Damn. But you, my girl, I already know. Yeah, I'm surprised it let me put the link in there because I can't. Those black women down in Georgia. Yes, Kai. Yes. And I'm glad you remembered. I'm glad you said it. Because I promise you, I think it was probably Marcus or somebody sent me a link, which I wish I could share with you now. And it has like all their shit. I promise you, since that video, that tab has been open on my computer. Wallahi. And so, God willing, on Monday, I'm going to be making that phone call, homie. I'll be making that call. Yes. because I want the answer, and I want an opportunity to rake them over the coals, and I want to do it live on a live stream like this. So it's got to be set up to give maximum people the benefit to see it live if they want to, because usually when I do a live stream, it doesn't matter when I do it, I have somebody bitching saying, Jedi, I missed it. I'm trying. Anyway, Nona, did anybody hear about the brother who, oh, but you didn't tell me what that, Etsy or what it is, ETSY is. What is Etsy? Search on Etsy for black art tees. What's Etsy? YouTube is blocking the URL. What URL? Were you trying to put a URL for your thing? Oh my God, I can't. This is making me, it's draining me out. I can't. No, I just copy and paste it in the chat where I'm going to put my comment at. Like if I was to type hello, and then you just right click and paste the link, and there you go. Come on, girl, you're not that old. Give me a break. Like, what's old now? You feel me? Only way you can really claim old is if you like over 90. Then okay, then the sister is she pushing. You know what I'm saying, but I don't see it, Nona. Like I say, because we're not gonna be home for another few, like maybe 4 more minutes or so. So, like I say, you can slide for now, and I would love for you to come back to I want you to come back to the live streams, because, like I say, I love your interactiveness. I love that. Like, I don't mind how hard I got to work. Whatever question anybody want to ask me, whatever topic they want to talk about, I'm here for my people when I do these live streams. You understand what I'm saying? This is, again, it goes back to being connected. So if I'm always just putting out videos and videos and videos, people see me and hear me, but this way they can interact with me right now, you see? So I make time to do these for you all. So I love your interactiveness, and I appreciate it. And your wealth of knowledge, like your experience and stuff like that. Just, you got to understand, when you come to the Jedi, I got to see you. No shade, no love lost. And plus, above all, I cannot have any white devils. I can't. I can't. I can't. I have a white devil-free life, and I'm trying to keep it, except for my landlords. I'm trying to keep it like that. I'm over it. Okay, no, that's fine. Like I say, Kai, it's interesting because I had this conversation. I don't know if you saw the video that I did when I spoke with the creator of Black Junction TV. And one of the things that I was trying to communicate to him was the important casting of him, because he is a web expert, computer geek dude, and he's able to come up with this with his partner, Andrew. It's one of those names. And I was trying to impress upon him to say that, you know, in the information age and with internet and social media, we still aren't even on, we still like fucking not there. We don't have shit. And then this comes along, we can't have this. So he's essential, because, and even the brother with the black spot, you know, and anybody's going to come with any of these platforms that gives competition to what the white devils have set up. You see, we want our own YouTube, damn it. And so Black Junction and Black Spot are that. We want our own Facebook, damn it. We want our own Twitter, damn it. We want it all. And our kids have their iPhones, but they're not being, and so they're being exposed to a lot, but are they able to dream of, you know, animatronics and robotics and things like that? And we have to start steering our children into these fields. That's why I say we can't allow our children to dream and say, I'm going to be this way. I'm going to be going into, I'm going to be doing, no, fuck you, little snotty nose ass little bitch. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to do X, Y, and Z, and we will kill you if you don't do this, because it is important to the culture. La cultura es primero. You understand what I'm saying? So we have to, other cultures do it. You talk to any Indian kid, they know they're going into medicine. You're going into medicine. You are. You see, so we got to do the same thing. I think that the influence is on us, but we're as users and consumers and not creators. You see what I'm saying? We're not. I'm looking for the first, 100 billion view black YouTube video that hopefully won't be on this bitch, but it will be on Black Junction or Black Spot. You feel me? So there is a window of opportunity there. There's a brass ring to be grabbed. It's just, are we going to grab it? Are we going to grab it? Depending on how old we are, dictates that. Like Nona is saying, like she's old and she's, which I don't believe that. She ain't but 19. Depending on what generation we are, certainly the millennials, our millennials should be in that ilk of developers and creators, you feel me, and things like that. The older ones, probably not so much, like I'm 21, so that's that. So that's what that is. That's what that is. So I'm saying, and I just turned 21 and stuff. But anyway, if you know children, young people, steer them into technology, And by the way, if you have a 401k, everybody invest in technology, bitches. Because when I had my 401k, it was very cushy, very cushy, very cushy. And after the attacks of 9/11, we'll call it. I'm going to read your comment in a second. After the attacks of 9/11, all I hear was people, we lost our 401k. We just lost everything. We just lost it all. I promise you, my quarterlies kept rising, bitches. I lived on a 401k for a minute. Understand that. Kai says, always remind, no, I think there's one before that. Yeah, no, it's okay. I'm going to come back to you, T-Town. Kai says, it always reminds me of how you talk about the bus boycott and how successful they were even without the opportunity of social media. I know, and other feats of technology. That's so true, man. That's why that's a point. That's a fight word for me, and an area of violence for me, because I really feel that, like, how the fuck can't we do shit? And these motherfuckers did a whole entire bus boycott for over a year with a fucking flyer. Now I can go click and be around the world. You see? But who am I around the world to? An unresponsive populace. You see? White folks just come up with anything and go, hi guys, it's so-and-so. Did you guys donate to my we're doing so-and-so. And how many times I watched like Shark Tank and they were on like a Kickstarter, and we'll raise $1.5 million on our Kickstarter and this, that, like, fuck you, bitch, fuck you, and the bitch, the fucking extra. You know what I'm saying? I get heated over that. I get heated. But yes, that's absolutely true. T-Town, you're right. We haven't created a legacy of tech, medical, retail that has competed with this devil yet. Far and few between, except for Oprah. And she hasn't really created anything. I mean, but she hasn't created, but she has acquired. We can call a network a creation. We'll call it that. That's fine. won't take nothing from Oprah. And she's successful than most. You know, she's more successful than most. And indeed, she's the standard. And, you know, a lot of people have the wrong relationship with Oprah. You know, anything that I love, I am dedicated to. And so I can tear it down and rake it across the fucking hot cement when I need to and build it up when I need to. You know, it's about honesty. That's part of love. That's part of love. You must be honest. You must be honest. You must be honest. And so I love Oprah. And it's funny that you even mentioned her, because earlier today I was watching, it was when she goes to Steven Spielberg's house to talk about when she first ever came there and when she got the role for Color Purple and all of it. And I love her so much. I think Oprah is a beautiful woman. I think she's physically beautiful. I love her. And her wisdom is beyond, she's extremely funny. A lot of people know that Oprah is very funny. Like, I'm somebody who loves to laugh, and I love silliness and all that kind of stuff. She's funny, dude. She's funny. Just trust me on that. She's funny as hell. And like, her power is in her walk. If you ever just watch Oprah just walk from like one place to another, it's in her walk is her power and strength. In her walk. I love her so much, and I love to see her go. I cry for her success. I cry for her. Like, go, Oprah. I'm so glad this happened to you. Like, I get that way. My biggest prayer for her is that she is recognizing that she's going to draw closer to the Creator. Maybe she's closer than we're going to know, because, you know, she's a public figure, and so you just say sort of, you just kind of keep it light. Like, use words like higher power and, you know, bullshit. I think Oprah knows from whence her blessings come. I think she's a very spiritual woman, because I feel connected to her in that way. And people that are highly spiritual, we feel each other. We feel it. We feel it. We feel it. You understand? And I see my spirit echoed in her. Oprah is for everybody, you know. I remember it used to be unmasculine to watch Oprah. My masculinity is not fucking dictated by what the next dude is going to let himself do or not fucking do. Fuck you and the bitch that gave birth to you, that fat bitch. It's whatever comes from my soul. And yes, I fucking watched Oprah. God damn it. Now, if it was some bullshit they were talking about I wasn't interested in, like the latest bra or jeans or some shit, I wasn't interested. But Oprah is a world teacher. She's an African woman being beheld by the world. We so quick to run and tear shit down. We talk about her in quiet tones behind smoky rooms and shit. We never say that shit out there. Meanwhile, the white devil's holding up as the messiah of mankind and shit. She's ours. And we need to claim it as such. Bitches that went into debt trying to live like Oprah. They watch CNBC. There's one bitch, like, she bought every fucking thing Oprah ever mentioned. The bitch had it, this white bitch, in like a New York apartment, which is like $80 million a minute. And she had everything that Oprah had ever done, and all the ugly shit that Oprah ever had. Oh my God, I can't. But she's their messiah. I've always appreciated Oprah. And once I knew her story, I fell in love with her. In love. Not in like a sexual way, you know. Like, I'm in love with her. Like, I'm in love with my nephew. I'm in love with my nephew. I'm in love with him. And, you know, that's how I mean it. So she comes from a red dirt road in Mississippi. Do you understand? With nothing. Her grandmother and them were maids. Oprah Gail, you coming? You know, you're going to get you some good white folks that you work for when she was kind of new in her own spirit. I don't think I'm going to be working for white people. I don't think I'm going to be doing that. I see God's gift on her life and the kiss. I see it. I see the kiss of the Most High on her life. And one of the signs of the kiss is her middle name is Gail. Her best friend's name is Gail. And that's her best friend on the planet we call Earth. And her fucking name is Gail. That is the kiss from the Most High. Do you understand? When God gives you something, sometimes he gives you the kiss. I call it. You can call it whatever you want to. I call it the kiss. So it's God's way of helping you understand this is definitely for me. Like, let there be no mistake. You feel me? And so that's why I always told you guys, Obama was the gift. Michelle was the kiss. She was the kiss. She was that thing that said, this is definitely from the Most High. Definitely. Definitely. 5 more minutes, you guys. 5 more minutes, because I'll be nothing tomorrow. You see? And I already committed to the live stream with my brother. Or to the Skype. With my brother. Trust, but she is ahead of most of yes, T-Town, and you love her too. She was way before her time, and yet the door is open for the rest of us to follow and not be afraid. But we got to start picking different careers. You feel me? Like, it makes me sick when I see black people and they're like, oh, I'm in school. What are you taking? Psychology for what? But for what? No. Take your ass and do something that leads to a pathway that makes you the next Oprah. But what you will do different than Oprah is you will show that your focus is specifically on your people. Because she's already paved the way now. You can do it. You can do it. Where she had to maybe be careful in some ways along the way, you don't got to do that. MW, don't start with me. don't. I love MW. He's so shady. Yes, the true rags to riches and determination to succeed. Yes. And another gift that came in the form of a white devil. You know, when she first finished the first run of the Oprah Winfrey Show, and the show came up for renewal, there was a white devil that whispered to her and said, you know, you could own your own show. That's what made Oprah an empire. Just like when Michael bought the fucking Beatles catalogs, the smartest thing he ever did in his life, this was Oprah's Michael Jackson moment. When you took a gamble on yourself, because the way that works is, let's say you, T-Town 93, you have a show, but I am Paramount Pictures, and I put on your show, and I have my own distributors that distribute your show, and I give you a salary. Now, it comes up for renewal because contracts are on a cycle. But there are my advertisers. So you say, I want to get the Jedi out of it, and I want to go directly to the advertisers and have them do business just with me. Taking a chance. Because they had comfort when they were dealing with me. I'm Paramount, and I have distributors, and I have, you know, advertisers for years and decades, and I'm known, everybody knows me. But now this Oprah person wants me to give her a check. All right, Oprah, we'll do it. Boom, she owns her own show. That's it. She owns her own show. Then now she owns her own show, but now she's with a different studio that could still say, bye-bye, Oprah. So she got her own studio. Now she can't be fired from her own show, and a studio executive can't tell her what she can do on her, what she can and cannot do on the show, because she is the fucking studio and the show. I love her so much. You go, Oprah. But then now that wasn't enough. Wait. I own the studio and the show, but some network could kick me off. Damn it, I need a network. Now the bitch owns a network. Nobody can get rid of Oprah ever. Ever in life. Do you understand? Nobody can, she's as eternal as she wants to be. Only the Most High can shut her down. That is power. Because power is defined for me by control of your life. Complete and total control of your life. That you just go, whatever, and that happens. That's success. And it doesn't have to be $7 billion. You feel me? If you just making a minimum wage job, but you have control of your life, you good. You know? MW, so good to you, brother. I'm gonna do another one of these tomorrow. I don't know what time, but it won't be like a fucking late at night like this. That's out. And you can go back and watch the video when it processes. But like I said, I just came on here because I got a new webcam, MW, and because people were donating to the GoFundMe even after my campaign was over, etc., etc. And so this is one of the things that I wanted to do with money. And then I'm also getting another internet connection, because I told you guys ever since I moved late last year, I have a bullshit ass internet connection that is torture. It's torture. I was up the stairs to nowhere, her room forever I remember. She said as though I should have known it. Tell me what's your pain or pleasure. So I was supposed to be doing that and thanking people and testing out what the thing looked like. I'm over it. Stephanie Gerald, hello and good night. Because I'm about to jump off this piece. My YouTube wife just showed up, y'all. Babe, how you gonna show up like all this late now? How you gonna do this to me? Did you just get back from the Bahamas? Hey, boo. I got a new webcam. I'm trying it out. I was supposed to be trying it out for like 10 or 15 minutes, and now we're working on 2 damn hours. I'm over it. I'm getting off of here. MW liked that movie. She crashed and burned on. Which one are you? Are you talking about, Oprah? Which movie are you talking about, MW? Oh, okay. I'm gonna be back on tomorrow, Deej. And like I said, this was not supposed to go this long, but I can't ignore my people. You know, I can't. You know. So I had to come on to try out the camera, and you know, just to see, and I need my people to feedback on it, to tell me, was it bullshit, was it good, is it, you know, and so, but I'll be back on tomorrow, and I hope you get a chance to catch that one. But have some lemon ginger tea and go back to bed. Kisses. Muchos besos. You talking about The Wrinkle in Time, MW? I didn't see it. I sensed it was a disaster, so I didn't need to. And it was also another arm of the interracial garbage. Even though Ava DuVernay was behind it and Oprah Winfrey, they still got this little mixed girl to be like the savior or whatever. I knew the premise of the movie, even though I didn't see it. And I saw an interview with Ava and Oprah talking about it, so I'm very much abreast and up to speed on what's going on. So I'm gonna shut this down, everybody, because we weren't supposed to go this long, and I need to have some energy for tomorrow or today, because it's the next day already. I'm over it. I do want to say that I love you guys all. Some faces that I haven't seen in my live streams before, MW being one. I'm glad for everybody that showed up. I thank you guys so much. I'm just going to go back up to the top in case I missed somebody. Universal Bonding. I didn't see you. Good to see you. Who else did I might have missed that I didn't shout out? You know, there's a song my nephew turned me on to like months ago, and I can't. It's a good song, but you know how you get a tune and it sticks in your head? For me, it was this New Rules. I got new rules, I count them. I got new rules, I count them. I think I got everybody. There's nobody that I didn't shout out during this live stream. I got everybody. I don't see anybody that I missed. I'm just Scanning down now, just to be sure. Because, you know, sometimes it jumps and there could have been somebody new and you missed them and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just double checking. I went back up. I went up. Now I'm coming back down. Yeah, that song's in my head now. I can't. I said universal bonding. That was the only one that I saw that I had missed. Yes, God willing. Yes, well, definitely, as my mouth. Yeah, definitely. I'll be on tomorrow. Both. I'm gonna do Skype and I'm gonna do live stream. So I love you guys all. Again, back to what I started for. Is to say thank you to everybody that has been donating to the GoFundMe. That's made this camera possible. Thank you guys who showed up. I love when you're interactive in the live streams. Thank the early comers who helped to give me feedback on, you know, how the stream looked. Was the sound okay? Was the visual? Did we look okay? And all those things. I love you guys. And everybody that contributed to this live stream. These are always about us, everybody. I'm the host, but it's not about me ever. Anything I do on any channel, it's not about me. And this is just another reflection of that. This gives me an opportunity to be that much more connected to you guys and you connected to me. You know, I love that. I say what, and then somebody types it. Oh, okay, yeah, and I can just respond back. So it's the closest thing we have to just having that conversation. And like I say, I'm gonna be a dangerous man if I get that new internet connection, because it's gonna be, because I'm gonna get with my girl, Sci-Fi, or I'll get with Information Man, and somebody's gonna teach me how to perfect Hangouts. I'm gonna be a dangerous dude. They ain't gonna be able to take me. They ain't gonna be able to take me. Y'all can't even take me. Renee Old. Shout out to you as I say goodbye. But God willing, I will be back tomorrow. And yes, T-Town, hopefully you'll get in on something tomorrow, and God willing. So I'm gonna sign out, you guys. I'm gonna do it. I'm about to do it. I'm about to do it. But I'm about to do it though. But I'm about to do it though. But I'm about to do it though. But I'm about to do it. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace. This is the Jedi.